Chapter 5, Silent Clock Tower. I think this might be a big one. We start our journey into this silent clock tower with going into Elizabeth's place. So how's your walk?
What's she doing here?
What's the problem? I asked her to come.
So did I.
Ugh, why?
Strength in numbers, right?
I mean, there's already two of you, and she's
Strength.
younger than both of you. I mean, I guess
Someone
you
has been
don't
missing
know that.
practice lately. Tommy and I want to
It
know what's
is
going on.
interesting, 'cause, I don't know.
We
I don't
thought
know.
we might
I
need
guess
some
you
backup.
guess you just need. Yeah, I guess the backup's
Excuse
fine,
me?
but like
Ashley knows all about music practice.
Which we thought might help.
personally, I like to think that
Right?
it's because Ashley has a little bit of a
sure.
crush.
Oh, you're all friends now? Give me a break.
I can
Elizabeth,
see
we're
it.
serious. What's going on? Why'd you stop coming?
She needs a keyboardist and vocalist in her life.
Is there
That's why
something wrong with your
That's why she
voice?
paired up with her. Elizabeth, you're Ashley.
Do you not like the song? So, it's that you're jealous of my style.
God damn it.
Worried I'm gonna show you up?
God damn it, Janice.
As if.
Yeah, fuck off, Janice.
Then
I'm kidding. I'm
what
kidding.
is
I'm
it?
kidding.
I know you're used to getting your way, but come on. Do you even care about the contest?
Look,
We're almost out of time.
I know, but we're just worried about you, okay?
aw.
Stay out of this. Look, I know this is none of my business. But just look at Tommy and Janet.
Everyone's
you
relying
see
on
how much they care
Ashley
about
to be
you?
the emotional
Condescending much?
emotional ground,
I'm just trying to help.
to be emotional support.
Elizabeth, what's the racket? Keep it down.
Keep it down, young lady.
Dad.
Oh, I didn't know we had guests.
Hi, Rex Alfred. Oh, Rex.
Hey, Rex.
How are you
Hi
doing?
there, Janet.
How's the
Hey.
daughter? Oh, I see her right here.
Hi, Tommy.
Oh, this is
And you're Richard's daughter?
this is awkward.
Yeah, Ashley.
Let's not
Rex,
make
keep-
guests wait
Rex,
in the
keep your
entryway,
daughter
Elizabeth.
under control.
Please, make yourselves comfortable. Can I get you anything?
Yeah,
We
we're
have
about
some
to see
cake.
how useless
Really?
useless the father figures are in this
Dad,
game.
seriously? Get out.
Young lady, that's no way to act in front of guests. You may not want me hanging around right now, but
But you need me to put on an act and play nice.
Elizabeth, listen.
I don't care. Just go away.
Elizabeth!
You can tell.
Whoa.
This is a lot of shit happening.
Hold on a minute. Can you save the family stuff for later?
Yeah, family drama can wait.
We need to talk to Elizabeth.
Of course, Janet. I'm going out. We'll talk when I get home.
I feel like the family drama and whatever's going on here are connected.
Make yourselves at home.
And that's not just spoilers, cause I'm sure you can tell. That's the exit. Oh, I think that's his.
Hey, Ashley,
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Well, this is
let
awkward.
me show you Elizabeth's room.
I like the whole generational thing.
Sure,
yeah.
but what about those two?
They look like they're about to fucking freak.
They're fine. Let's give them some space.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Come on.
Yeah, let's snoop through her stuff.
Ashley and I are gonna wait in your room. Okay?
Yeah, that's not okay.
Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Got it. It's upstairs.
You,
Let's
I've
go.
never had anyone invited anyone
okay.
into my room ever.
Elizabeth,
Or
we're
it's,
really worried about
yeah.
you.
I know.
Then be real with me. What happened? Why'd you stop coming to practice?
Feels like a thing that you just can't tell Tommy. Hello! Welcome back to another Code Recollection. Last time, we discovered that the lake is polluted, and we did some side stuff around the cabin, or the lodging, right? Whatever it's called. Yeah, we learned about Bob's Food Hut, and we learned about other stuff. Yeah, about Bob's Food Hut, about the band contest. We learned a bit more about Ashley's past. Not a lot of like main story stuff, but interesting stuff nonetheless. Anyway, if you remember from last episode, there is a crane somewhere in this house, which is right there. Hey, Mr. Alfred, can I look at this crane? Is this a journal? I'd better not touch it. I don't want to read it without permission. Especially since these are, like, right there.
Ashley.
I'm sorry you had to see that, Ashley. I'm gonna head out. You should make yourselves at home. He has a weird voice. Anyway. You can tell I'm trying to organize better. This is more improv than anything. I just know it. Alright. We'll start with the thing we just got, the message, and then we'll get into the bios that were updated. Rex invited me out for drinks last night. He usually keeps his cool no matter how many he's had, but it seems he may have had one too many this time around. He told me he's considering getting remarried to a woman his daughter Elizabeth doesn't get along with. She seems to have some things in common with his daughter, so Rex thinks he'll be able to get through to Elizabeth. But Elizabeth won't accept her. Says she doesn't like her attitude. Having lived in isolation for so long, I never quite developed the skills to advise in situations such as these. I highly doubt that's the case. But if I was in Rex's shoes, how would I convince Ashley? Well, I guess there's no point in wondering about that. Can't imagine marrying anyone aside from Sayoko. Aww. Yeah. He's at least better in that regard. Yeah, but family drama. Yeah. It's one of those things that I can't really relate to, but it is kind of an upsetting scenario. Let's start off with this mysterious woman that we found in the previous episode. Matthew ran ahead chasing after John. When I went looking for him, I found myself in a big yard with a well-tended garden. The door to the house caught my eye. There was an emblem engraved on it. The relief of finding Matthew was short-lived. The old lady that lives there got super mad at us for going onto her property without permission. I explained our situation, hoping that would help, but she gave us this hard stare. She was pretty scary, if I'm being honest. I was worried she might yell at us some more, so Matthew and I got out of there. But the emblem on her door is still bothering me. I've seen it somewhere before. But where? Bob Fox, the owner of the restaurant Bob's Food Hut. Apparently when there are no customers in the place, he lets Tommy's band practice there. I'm sure they'd prefer a studio, but there's probably not a lot of options around here, so it's really nice of him to offer a space. I was hungry and ordered a salmon rice burger. The rice for the bun was a little weird, but went really well with the salmon. It was actually totally delicious. There are lots of pictures hung up inside the restaurant, including some of Dad. Bob also let me put my food on Dad's tab, so it seems like they're pretty close. There was also a picture of Bob's food stand from before he built the restaurant. I'd seen it before. According to Bob, the idea for the salmon rice burger came from a Japanese lady who visited the stand and had a kid with her. I think it was probably Mom. It seemed like she was waiting for someone by the clock tower, but I have no idea who. Why did Mom come to Lake Juliet? Another part of the mystery there. Matthew Crusoe. Matthew is desperate to find out more about this unknown contaminant that's causing the lake pollution, but apparently not as desperate as he was for a meal. I know the feeling. Practically inhaled 2 of the salmon rice burgers at Bob's restaurant. They're really good though. I understand why it's the most popular thing on the menu. I told Matthew I'd help him look for clues about his dad, but I got sidetracked talking with Ryan, then going to Elizabeth's house. Sorry, Matthew. I've also got a parental mystery going on with my mom, so it's easy to get distracted. But I'll get serious about helping now. After all, I'm the one who said we'd find something by the end of the day. Distracted by food and family drama. Got it. And band drama. John Smith, the guy who claims to be a special agent for the government. He definitely doesn't fit in at the campground with this black suit, so everyone thinks he's super suspicious. You would think, like, if you're working for the government, you would be as not suspicious as possible, but okay. He says he's looking into the incident from 5 years ago, and I heard him mention Crusoe Resort to someone on the phone. It also looks like he's investigating JC Valley, where Dad works. It definitely seems like Matthew's dad's disappearance is related to the lake pollution, but could JC Valley be connected? We could figure it out faster if this guy would tell us what he knows, but he has to let the adults handle it. Whatever. Matthew's on the clock, and we've already found some clues, so we're going to keep looking into this, regardless of what the adults say. Yeah, it turns out the adults in this aren't all that great, at least the male adults. Ryan Gray. I ran into Ryan again on the way to my dad's cottage. The cottage he invited me into was super clean, the exact opposite of Dad's mess. Ryan knows that I've been running all around the lake. I wonder when he saw me. When he saw me looking at the kaleidoscope he kept by the window, he told me it was a memento of his mother who died when he was little. As a child, he was sick and required painful treatments. My mom was there after each session, waiting by his side with the kaleidoscope. She'd cheer him up by telling him, "You were so brave, Ryan. Your mom was watching over you, I'm sure." He said that whenever my mom looked into the kaleidoscope, the cherry blossom inside would make her feel nostalgic for Japan. But now it's broken and you can't see it. That's too bad. I would have loved to see. Ryan said he was glad that we could talk, just the 2 of us. And I was just happy to hear some new stories about Mom. Now that I think about it, I wonder what he meant when he said that the reason I came to Lake Juliet is because there's someone waiting here for me. Who could possibly be waiting for me? Ian is another researcher who works with Dad, or so I thought. So this guy, John, who goes around calling himself a special agent, was talking to someone on the phone who we called Ian. They were talking about Dad and JC Valley, so there's no doubt in my mind that it's the same Ian. From what I gathered, Ian and John share some connection. They're working together on an investigation of the Crusoe Resort incident in JC Valley. Who are these guys really? Huge apologies, there's a lot of these bios. Rex Alfred, the director of JC Valley. That's where Dad works. He's Elizabeth's father. There were photos of Dad and his friends on the wall at Bob's diner, and Bob told me all these stories about them too. Turns out Dad and Rex are friends, and they hang out at Bob's diner. I think of Dad as single-minded, focusing only on his research. Turns out he has a social life. That's not the only surprise. Bob told me Dad likes music and fishing. The music talk is what caught my attention. Turns out Rex plays guitar? Same as me. Guess we do have something to talk about. Rex and Ashley play guitar, and Elizabeth and Richard play keyboard. Elizabeth Alfred, the keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of JC Valley. She's selfish, conceited, and has a terrible attitude. In other words, it's safe to say I don't have the best impression of her. All the same, Tommy and Janet see her not just as a bandmate, but as a friend. They were really worried when she stopped showing up to practice. When I ran into her by the lake, we talked about the band, and it was obvious something's bothering her. There must be a reason she's skipping practice. Wait, why should I care? I guess because I think she ought to tell Tommy and Janet? Especially Janet. She wants to make it as a band, and it's obvious. She thinks Elizabeth has the talent. Look, it's true that I can't stand her, and I've been trying to avoid her. But if she's as good as they say, I need to hear her sing, at least once, just to see what I'm up against. That makes sense, right? With that recording of their song lost, it's not like there's any other way to hear her. The least she could do is show up to practice, right? What is going on in her head? Janet Rice, the drummer in Tommy's band. She's really friendly and fun to be around. She told me their band is entering the Big Deal Band Contest, but it looks like Elizabeth lost the music player that has the song they need for it. And what's worse, Elizabeth stopped coming to practice around the time they made the recording. Janet and Elizabeth have been friends for forever, so it's only natural Janet would be able to sense when something is wrong. She must be so worried. Janet told me how serious she is about the contest. She's hoping it leads to a record deal, so she can't stand by and do nothing. Excuse me. They certainly have their challenges, and it seems like that more keep coming out of nowhere. I know firsthand the struggles that can come with being in a band, so I'm really rooting for them. I hope they can work it all out. Tommy Harrison, a college student who works part-time in the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth, playing lead guitar and writing their songs. Janet told me he plays like a pro, but I was blown away by how inspired he is. He says he's just doing it for fun, but with chops like that, I think they've got a real shot at winning the Big Deal Band Contest. I borrowed a guitar and jammed with him a bit, but I couldn't keep up. He complimented my performance, but I could feel the difference in our skill levels, and it made me realize how much more I needed to practice. After that, I ran into Tommy and Janet on their way to Elizabeth's house, and they talked me into going with them. I want to ask her why she hasn't been coming to band practice. That doesn't really seem like a conversation for an outsider to be in, so I'm not excited about this. Let's start with Richard. We found a new feature on the DAS that lets me do a water quality test just by taking a photo. I think we can use it to prove that Matthew's dad is innocent. Did Dad create this feature too? Why? Is it related to why Mom came here? It does show that Dad is a pretty amazing scientist though. Hard to imagine since he seems so unreliable with me. Oh, and when we stopped by Bob's restaurant, there was a picture of Dad there, holding a fish he caught and smiling really big. It was nice to see him looking happy instead of just fretting about his research all the time. Ashley Mizuki Robins, aka me. We found out about a new feature on the DAS, water analysis. We used it to check the water in the lake and found the unknown contaminant that's causing the pollution. If we can figure out what it is, we should be able to prove that Matthew's dad is innocent. There's been a suspicious looking guy sniffing around, which kind of makes me think that JC Valley is connected to the pollution somehow. We'll just have to keep digging. On the way back to Dad's cottage, I ran into Ryan again. When I told him we were looking for Matthew's dad, he knew all about the pollution in Crusoe Resort too. He even knew that the allegations against Crusoe are wrong. It seems like he knows who's really responsible. But he wouldn't tell me, which was frustrating. While I was talking to him, my head got all fuzzy. I wonder what that was all about. On my way to leave Ryan's cottage, I noticed a kaleidoscope on the windowsill. He said it was a memento of his mother, and he used to be able to see cherry blossoms when you looked in it. But it's broken now. When I saw it, I remembered Mom holding that same kaleidoscope and standing in front of a grave. Whose grave was that? Sayoko Robins. When I saw the picture of the food stand at Bob's restaurant, I remembered something else from 13 years ago. I saw Bob at the food stand handing Mom a paper bag. Mom was a customer of his, and even inspired him to come up with the salmon rice burger. I was surprised that the folks around here remember Mom as well, but it's always nice to hear more stories about her. Bob said Mom was waiting for someone by the clock tower. Who could it have been? Yeah, that one's pretty hard. Pretty heavy. But yeah. Sorry for, like, looking through all that stuff while I was in your room, Rex Alfred. I bet Elizabeth's dad has a variety of outfits. Unlike my dad. Variety of outfits. No, nothing casual. Okay, I guess I can't snoop through your stuff. Well, I do have to talk to your daughter. Well, have snoop through your daughter's stuff. Another thing that I just realized Elizabeth and Ashley have in common, they have absent maternal figures. The circumstances are a bit different though, because like Ashley's mom was killed and Elizabeth's mom is just missing.
Huh.
These flowers are just like the ones at Dad's front door. Did Dad grow these flowers and then get them as a gift? Aww, that's so adorable. A car magazine and an art magazine. Wonder if these are Elizabeth's dad's hobbies. I'm not good at TH''S sounds. These are all action movies. They're a little old, but I've at least heard of most of them. They're all from before I was born. I wonder if this is Elizabeth's dad's collection. Let's see, okay, let's see. T2, Escape from New York. It's just weird that we could just be here. That's a cheesecake, isn't it? Give me 1 second. A well-balanced breakfast and an elegant space bathed in morning light. It sounds nice. They had cheesecake? They were going camping. Well, they clearly didn't eat the cheesecake. Rex is probably like, oh, I can't wait to have some cheesecake. Oh right, we're going camping. I should probably save my appetite. This must be the cake Elizabeth's dad mentioned. I don't remember him mentioning a cake. It looks so good. I should have accepted his offer. I love cheesecake. You could still eat it. Even the phone is fancy. I wonder what happened to Dad. Has he come back from the lab yet? Oh no. Matthew, run. These apples and grapefruit look pretty tasty. Can't investigate the long pot. I don't know what it's officially called. I'm not a chef. And we can't investigate the fridge. This place is a lot better than Dad's, but I imagine it's because Rex Alfred is like the CEO and he can afford the big mansion compared to Dad who just like fucking has that small cottage. I don't hate this small cottage. I like small houses like that. But like also,
Elizabeth.
Tell me what happened. I'm here for you. He should leave this to Tommy. I feel like that's not a good idea, but whatever. I'm just gonna run. Fuck you. I'm running in your house. Hey, Janet.
Ashley!
Over here.
You're sure we should just leave them?
Yeah, it seems like a bad idea.
Definitely. She'll listen to Tommy. If the boy you like can't get through to you, who can?
Oh, you mean...
Don't tell me you didn't notice.
I didn't.
Well. We finally found someone as oblivious as Tommy.
Maybe she's just not into
Tommy
straight
doesn't know?
relationships.
If he does, he hasn't let on.
Is he the reason she stopped going to practice? Maybe he turned her down.
Interesting. But I don't think so. Elizabeth used to be fearless when it came to guys. But these days, not so much. She hasn't been able to say anything to Tommy.
I think she is just the high expectations. partly your fault, Janet.
I wish
but
he could just
also-
be honest with him. Tommy deserves that.
What if he doesn't feel the same way?
Then she should just try again. Like they say, if plan A doesn't work, try plan A. Again.
I like that more than the name.
Oh, is that what they say?
If you don't like
Oh well.
opening up
It's
to
out of our
Tommy,
hands now.
you should try
Let's wait for them and
again.
give them some space.
Sure.
I'm sure that's what's gonna. I'm sure that's gonna help. The Elizabeth theme. Ooh, very nice room. I'm a girl and I don't.
Total rich girl energy.
I'm
in
a girl
here,
and I
huh?
would not like this
It's
level
also
of pamperment
clean.
in my.
Is this room for display only or something?
She's never cleaned it herself, you know. Cleaners come by.
Must be nice, being on the other side of the
Rex
fence.
can afford cleaners. That's crazy. Oh, look at it. Look at
Do you
it.
know this dog?
That's Princess. The family dog.
No fucking way, bro.
But Elizabeth's mom took her in the divorce.
So Princess used to be
Like,
Elizabeth's pet?
wait, Princess is at
Oh,
Lake
man.
Juliet. Where the hell is
That takes me
Elizabeth's
back.
mom?
Aw.
So it was a divorce.
Elizabeth was so cute.
Aw.
Be that as it may. What do you think her allowance is? I mean, she has everything I've ever wanted.
Pretty sure her dad just gets her whatever she asks for.
I cannot believe such a father even exists.
I
She
feel like
really hates him, though. You saw, right?
I feel like
They aren't getting along
Richard,
at all
if
lately.
Richard is kind of
All they
like
do
that
is
dad.
fight.
It's just that he's also neurodivergent and like has a hyperfixation on.
Everyone hates their dad
Whatever.
at one point or another.
I'll say Ashley.
You're not wrong. But it's a bit more complicated for Elizabeth.
Yeah, we know now that
How so?
Elizabeth's
It all
dad
started
is
after her
remarrying.
mom left.
Yeah.
Things between her and her dad got pretty bad.
I'd imagine so. Why aren't they getting along?
Are they always like that?
You have no idea. It's non-stop. She yells at her dad for the littlest things. He has no idea how to handle it. Totally clueless.
I'll be frank.
He defaults to spending money on her.
I'll be frank. This
He
is
just
kind
gets
of
her
the same
whatever she
relationship
wants.
I have with my dad.
Wow.
But even then, it never seems to make her the slightest bit happier.
Yeah, no. I can
Neither of
relate
them know
now.
what they're doing.
Yeah, we're both spoiled brats,
I
to
get
be
that.
honest.
I fight with my dad a lot too.
Really?
But like, yeah.
I think I get how Elizabeth feels. I mean, my dad never buys me anything, but he tries to make up for things in his own awkward way.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's a
Elizabeth's
not
mom
understanding of the emotional
Does that
state
mean-
of your...
Yeah. Her parents divorced like 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Don't
That's a
stop.
fucking coincidence.
I don't really know what was going on.
What, did she...
But Elizabeth blames her dad.
What, did she
She
hear
does?
about the pollution and
What was her mom
Michael
like?
Crusoe? Oh,
She was a singer.
and then like, I'm leaving.
Shows in Las Vegas or something.
A singer?
Actually, that
Yep.
makes a ton of sense. Like,
She was really beautiful.
getting into
amazing
spoilers,
voice.
Rex Alfred was trying
Elizabeth
to
bragged
do
about
like
her
a
all
lot
the
of
time.
PR work and complicated stuff and was
So,
really stressed, and so
It really hit her super hard.
probably like
What do you mean?
Ash.
Elizabeth loved her mom so much.
Liz's mom was like,
But after
I
she
had
left,
enough of this. She needed to leave.
no contact. Complete radio silence. Her mom hasn't even come back to visit.
Yeah, there's still like a ton of work
What's up?
going there, so I imagine
It's weird.
that's the same
At
case.
first I thought we were totally different. But we actually have a lot in common.
Who does?
Me and Elizabeth.
Really?
I don't have a mom either, so I get it.
Yeah,
I ask myself all kinds of questions. Why do I have to go through
like I
big
wouldn't
life stuff
know
without her?
the feeling of being a dad.
Is
in
it
this
my fault she's
situation.
gone? Things like that.
Yeah, I have that same feeling.
I never thought about that. I guess I hadn't considered things from Elizabeth's perspective.
It can be hard.
Yeah. Gotta love the emotional intelligence Ashley has.
Oh no! Is it broken?
Like I said, this game
What
is
is
all
it?
about Ashley
Elizabeth's music box.
maturing, and
It plays her mom's debut song.
all these stories
She used to
connect
play it
in
all
a
the
way
time,
that shows
but
how Ashley is
I haven't seen it in a while.
growing up, and
So she's
and
had it since she was
I
little?
think that what
It must be really important to her.
makes me
When her
appreciate
mom
that is
left,
that
her dad threw out all
Ashley's
her
mom's
stuff.
memories are in that pendant.
This is
so
the only thing
in
Elizabeth still
a
has
weird
from her.
way, Ashley's mom is actually
I'll play it for you.
this, even though she can't tell her daughter. So I think that's really beautiful.
I don't hear
in a way.
anything.
Oh no! Did I break it? What am I gonna do?
I'm sure Elizabeth will understand it was an accident.
No! She won't! She's never gonna forgive me!
Well,
Seriously, what am I gonna do?
Let me see it.
not only am I an expert puzzle solver, I'm a mechanic too. So Elizabeth was happy once, huh? Princess is still so cute. Hair's covering the eyes though. Oh yeah. Oh shit! I was gonna talk to Janet. Or what's going on? Why won't it play? If Elizabeth finds out that her music box is broken... Well, before we fix that, let's snoop through her stuff.
Huh?
The woman in this photo is really pretty. Is this Elizabeth's mom? Yeah, she is pretty. That sure is cute. It's so big. Looks like a bed a princess would sleep in. I'm kind of jealous. It's a really long pillow. But only one, though. That's upsetting. This flower arrangement is so cute. Setting these up must be so much fun. I wonder if the same person who does the flower arrangements does the cleaning, too. Who does the cleaning in this place? I can't just go around peeping in people's closets. Besides, this isn't just anyone's closet. It's Elizabeth's. Who knows what she'd say if she found out I was snooping. I guess that's all I can... It's the same layout as Rex's room. Alright, Janet, we'll get to fixing that right away. Let's learn about Princess first. I think, yeah, like, Princess was originally here and then moved down here. That's crazy. Princess, a large dog with fluffy white fur. She's a dear friend I made at the lake. We couldn't figure out who she belongs to, but apparently she's Elizabeth's. Janet said she was living with Elizabeth's mom, but if Princess is hanging around here now, it must mean she ran away to see Elizabeth. She's grown so much since she was just a puppy. But it seems like she hasn't forgotten Elizabeth or how much she loves her. Alright, let's figure this stuff out. I wonder what's going on. Maybe it needs to be wound up a bit more.
Yeah.
I should wind it up first.
Huh?
It's stuck. Can't wind it.
Oh?
Maybe a peek inside will tell me why. Okay, now we can open it.
Ashley?
What's up with it? Looks like it has a few broken parts. Oh crap, we're screwed. I could fix it if I had the right tools.
Right.
Will this help? It's the repair kit for my drum set.
Thanks.
Thanks, I'll just borrow these for a bit. You had your repair tools for your drum kit, but not the drums themselves. Got Phillips head screwdriver, got flathead screwdriver, and hex wrench. Insect. Why do you have insect repellent in your drum kit? and rust removal spray, and needle nose pliers.
Alright.
Fixing it with these should solve the problem.
Oh,
The screw is stuck. Can't get it out with my fingers. Well, clearly we need to use the rust removal spray. If only I can remove the screw just by spraying it.
Janet?
Why did she carry bug spray in here?
No good, huh?
We're just too big, it'll never work.
No good?
Using this might break some other parts.
No good?
The same thing. Okay, fine, we'll use the pliers. I hope that did it. God, screw.
Nuh-uh.
This isn't it.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna imagine it's not gonna be all that interesting. Yeah, this puzzle. You can tell that these puzzles are not nearly as, intricate as the ones in Two Memories.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll play now. Oh, yeah, we do need to.
Ah.
It's a little rusty. You can remove rust with insect repellent. This would only make the rust worse. Pliers would break the whole gear. They're not. Guess I should have figured a hex wrench wouldn't work. No way a screwdriver could remove rust. We have the Phillips head too. I don't think we're gonna ever use that.
Alright.
All cleaned up. Hopefully that does the trick. Anything else we need to inspect? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright, zoom in. Zoom! That's all I can zoom in. Okay. Okay, so I do have to press multiple times. Okay. Why do I need to use the album? Alright, now I can get it to play some music.
That's it! You fixed it!
Thanks, Victory Jingle, for
This is a
interrupting
really
this song.
pretty song.
The song's great and all, but I'm just glad it's fixed.
Yeah, good, great song and all. Thank
All that
God.
panicking was no good for my skin.
Thank God it's.
Here,
Yeah, 'cause
you
I
can
didn't
have
want to
these
get in
tools
trouble.
back.
I didn't want them. They're not useful to me. I'm never gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver.
Enough already.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now they're pissed.
What do you think happened?
Elizabeth is just being closed towards Tommy.
Huh? Does this open?
Uh-oh. I don't know, I have the feeling it's just Tommy's not, like,
It's a birthday card.
emotionally mature enough to understand Elizabeth's feelings. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Thanks for being a part of my life. You're my angel. I hope your special day is full of love and laughter. I love you more than anyone in the world. With love, your mother, Kate.
It's falling apart. Elizabeth has read this over and over again.
What if
It must be so precious
Elizabeth's
to her.
mom
Huh?
showed that
This is...
to her when she was gone? It must hurt having to be gone from your mother. Maybe Tommy said something. Yeah.
Elizabeth's coming.
What?
Ashley, just put the music player away. Ashley, put the music player away.
Elizabeth?
Get out!
What happened?
I said get out!
Let's go, Ashley.
Yeah.
I guess something major happened?
Uh-huh.
Let's go ask Tommy.
Why did I bring this with me?
Yeah. Why did you? Oh, there's a vacant room?
Huh.
Locked, guess I can't get in. I'd imagine that's Elizabeth's mom's room.
Wow.
This whole table's made of marble. Oh, Elizabeth's mom's name's Kate. Okay. Kate Alfred. Elizabeth's mom. She was so pretty and apparently performed in Las Vegas. How cool. Apparently, like, no one's heard from her since she divorced Rex and left home 5 years ago. Elizabeth never got over it. She keeps a birthday card from her mother in a music box. It's falling apart from how frequently she reads it. Kate wrote that she loves Elizabeth in the card, yet she went total no contact. I wonder why. I'm sure adults are all dealing with their own things too, and I had to imagine walking away was so hard. I know all too well the feeling of loss and loneliness that Elizabeth must have felt so suddenly losing her mother. She was so proud of her mom. She loved her. If by some chance you're still out there, Kate, I hope that you'll reconnect with Elizabeth. Even if you just talk to her just one more time. After all, you're her one and only mother. I can't imagine she's too far away considering that Princess is in Lake Juliet. I don't know. Something bad must have happened between the two, and Kate needed space. And it had something to do with what happened 5 years ago. Can I inspect this vase?
Huh.
These flowers are just like the ones Jessica puts around her house. I don't know how much about flowers, but I guess these are the go-to kind for decorating.
Huh?
Is there any shelf containing books a bookshelf, or does the carpenter's intent make a difference? This would be a handy place to keep keys and sunglasses and stuff. It's not even a chair here, so why are the books? It's just like you needed to find a shelf to put the books. Alright. Hey guys. Is everything cool? Are we cool?
Tommy,
That's
what
the
was the
guy's
trouble?
Well, we were just talking about the band, but I'm really sorry, Rex. I didn't see that coming.
Name. Dang.
I was just on my way out when I heard the
Go
yelling.
see that my mind is too fast for my eyes.
We're back. Elizabeth kicked us out. Right, Ashley?
I mean, yeah, but like we didn't.
Dude,
It makes
she even kicked you guys out?
It makes perfect sense.
What happened? You've got to tell us.
What the fuck
I
did
just
you
said
say,
I
dude?
felt like she was hiding something, and she...
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hold up. You said what? What kind of play is that?
What the fuck?
If she could
Hughes?
tell you, she already would have.
What
You
the
can't just spring that on someone. Jeez.
Yeah, what the fuck, Tommy?
Ashley, I'm sorry you had to see this.
So was this
We're the ones who dropped by unexpectedly.
disconnect between?
Having friends visit should be a happy occasion.
Maybe she just didn't want company today.
I mean, yeah.
We all have days like that.
Also, technically, Ashley is not Elizabeth's
That's a good
friend.
perspective.
God damn it, Ashley. Why are you
Things
so nice?
sure are tough at your age. I'm trying to meet her halfway.
Yeah, tough when your mom is missing. The fucking cufflink. Here. Now don't go selling recipes to random restaurants, okay? Like I'd
I don't
I'd
remember
fucking
those
let him
cufflinks.
tell me what to do. He
Have I
fucking
met
stole
this
my
guy
memories.
before?
Oh,
Ashley?
sorry.
I came
Oh,
here
sorry.
13
What was
years
that?
ago.
I forgot.
Do you remember if we met then?
No, we've never met.
What the
Oh.
fuck is he hiding?
I've known Richard for quite some time.
I've known Richard for quite some
He
time.
talks about you often.
Aw, often.
When did you meet?
Sorry.
Right after he and Sayoko graduated.
You knew my mom too?
Yes, back when JC Valley was called MJ Labs. Judd Fitzgerald, the lab director, went on to found JC Valley.
What does
We
MJ
conducted
stand for?
research together for the EC project.
The fuck? The EC project? What?
So Elizabeth's dad knew my mom.
Ashley?
Uh-huh, yeah?
Sorry to bore you with my old stories.
Is he hiding the fact that
What's
he
Richard up to?
never met Ashley?
Is he waiting for
to
you
hide the
back at
truth
his
about-
place?
hide the truth about
Nah, he got a call from the lab.
him.
He
about
went to
his
JC Valley?
involvement With
Yeah, he said there was some
Sayoko.
kind of system trouble.
Rex, you don't have to
More
lie.
trouble.
She's a grown.
I'll have to go
she's a
check on
grown
things later.
young woman.
Hey guys, I think we worn out our welcome. Let's head out.
No kidding. It'll take Elizabeth a while to cool down.
It'll take
See
a
you
while,
later.
but she's.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Rex, by the
Of
way,
course. I hope
you
to see
do
you
owe me
again soon.
$50. You owe my memories $50. Well, that could have gone better.
You think Elizabeth's gonna be okay?
Sorry we brought you into that.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
I helped much.
I'm glad we had the backup. Thanks.
Well, we solved a
Later,
puzzle
Ashley.
and stole her fucking music player, so.
Open the door.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Huh?
That,
Leave me alone.
We're worried about you. Don't you get that, Lizzie?
that triggered my fight or flight response.
Don't call me Lizzie. Only Mom gets to call me that.
They're back at it.
Oh god.
This is gonna take a while. Eventually they'll calm down and she'll send me some angry texts.
Wanna kill time at Bob's while you wait for
We-
those texts?
I think I think these issues are a little bit deeper than that. Look at Janet's face.
Is that a typical father-daughter fight? Pretty intense.
Hopefully you never had to deal with that with Richard.
Oh no, the music player.
Ah,
I think they said they were going to Bob's.
Ashley, Matthew.
I'll catch up with them there.
Ashley, Matthew and all. God damn it. We'll catch up with him later. Because I know something. That's over here. Right? Oh, there we go.
Ugh.
Oh, an empty can. Got a date with a recycling machine, my little friend. This is a weird place to have an empty can. We got grape pop. Imagine this is Elizabeth's because she just threw it out in frustration.
Ah,
This logo is for Dad's lab. This must mean the lab is inside, right? I don't know where the rest of the empty cans are. Because it feels like there's like stuff like this is a nice house. Big bay window makes it seem fancy. This is definitely the one I'd rent. Still recording, right? Okay. We could like go around here. Yeah, we can catch up with them later. After all, we got our own shit to deal with. Like finding cans, cause we need to be environmentally aware, you know. A cat! Kitty! 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 Look at it, it's so cute! It's so precious. Okay, I don't think the cans are around here, but I'm gonna look anyway. What a cute, cozy little cat. This would be perfect for a relaxing vacation. What if there's empty cans at Dad's place?
Sorry.
Matthew's been on his own for a while now. Need to hand over the music player, then get back to him. You would think Dad would be like, I need to throw away can. You would think it would be around where Dad is, but like, I don't know. I know we're missing one. I just don't know where it is. And that's that place, and I don't want to deal with it. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, guess we found all of them.
Ugh.
Another empty can. I should pick that up. The orange flavored Cool Pop. Alright. Yeah, we should do that. Alright. You would think that you would use like the right analog stick to pull it down, but no, it's just the A button. Hey, look at that!
Huh?
This token is a different color than the rest. What's that mean?
Huh?
What's that? Just noticed something written on top of the machine. Commemorative token will be dispensed when the can recycler is full. So is this the commemorative token then? I haven't come across any more empty cans, so I guess this is the end. So long, can recycler. Well, we only recycled like 5 cans into this thing, but yeah. Gold Lake Juliet token. A commemorative Lake Juliet token I got for putting an empty can into the can recycler. Gold tokens are apparently rare. Should probably take this home and treasure it forever. We're not gonna do that, but we'll deal with it later. For now, let's look at this stuff that we just updated. First off, the cat picture. Look at it, it's so cute. Anyway, just Judd. Oh. Yeah, he's up here. Judd Fitzgerald, the founder of JC Valley, where Dad works, and Mom's first mentor when she started working on memory. If he was her mentor, does that mean he was also a scientist? Ashley, come on. What kind of person was he really? Must also know lots of stuff about Mom. Maybe even things Dad doesn't know. I should ask him if I get the chance. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, by the way, you do get 2 chances to get this guy. Huh, I guess this place serves alcoholic drinks too. Dad likes a drink now and then. I wonder how often he comes here for one. You learned that in the year and a half that he was around? Alright. So yeah. Before we get into more drama, let's exchange these tokens. Or should I do it later? We'll do it at the end of the game. Actually, we'll exchange them now. Got green gum. Got red gum. Got orange gum. It looked yellow to me. I don't know. I guess this is lighting up my monitor. So we got green, red, orange so far. Now we got white. Got white gum. Green, red, orange, white. There's no point to memorizing them. I just feel like it. Another white? Oh, light blue, okay. I just hope I'm just repeating stuff so I can, like, wondering if you get any repeats. I think we got a yeah. Oh, now we got yellow gum. This is definitely a repeat. Yep, white gum. This is red gum again. Oh, this one's different. Purple gum. And the last one.
Oh.
Say, isn't that the winning gumball? What are you doing walking around with it? Take it to the guest house before a bird flies off with it or something. Got rainbow colored gum. Yep, so, yeah, these are the flavors, yeah. This is your gotcha mechanics. Which gumball did you get? At least you get a guaranteed 5-star ball for you get a guaranteed 5-star ball. We'll deal with those at the end of the game. Anyway, hey guys.
I can't believe it was inside the music box.
I am a music player. Do you think it?
Sorry.
I think it
Don't
only
worry,
has the one
it's
song
fine.
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad
hearing
you
that
got it.
hearing that from Tommy
it
is
just
not
doesn't
actually
make sense.
giving me confidence.
Why would she hide it?
I haven't seen Elizabeth cry like that in a long time.
The size.
Tommy, what did you say to her?
What did I say? I didn't think she'd start crying. And that's not all. You should have heard her. I kept asking why she wasn't coming to practice. And she started spouting off some nonsense. Said she didn't feel like it, that she didn't have any fun singing.
A total lie, obviously.
There's always
Elizabeth loves singing more than anything.
there's always like some hidden truth to that, to statements like that.
Yeah, it was so clearly untrue, you know? It made me so mad. I started yelling. I told her to tell the truth.
District Attorney Tommy here to get to the bottom of things.
She got so upset, she started to cry. Guess what she said next?
Tell me, please.
She said that I shouldn't force myself to hang out with her. That she knows the truth and everyone is laughing at her.
Oh,
What now?
self-confidence issues.
Seems like she's got it in her head that she's a bad singer.
Say what?
What
Where
the
is
fuck
that?
are you guys talking about?
Right? It's so wrong, it's almost funny.
Please tell me you didn't laugh.
Whoa, you think I'd laugh when a friend's that upset? I told her she was off base, but she didn't listen. Her confidence is totally gone. She just started crying.
Unbelievable.
That's how it all went down.
Look, you can't blame her.
Elizabeth loves singing that much?
Yeah. Ever since she was little.
You know, Ashley.
I have this memory
did
from
play
when we were
keyboard
really young.
too. That's another thing they have in common.
She was listening to her mom's music box and humming
Considering
along.
that in the first game, she played the
She looked
piano
so happy.
to find her dad. I think it's
Sometimes
a
she
nice
still does
little
And when
connection
she does,
had with it. And now
She
she's
looks
finding her
exactly
own-
like when she was a kid.
finding her own beat with the guitar.
Elizabeth hates people seeing her like that.
I get that.
Like, she loves music. But her mom's singing is special to her.
I get that.
There was...
Hmm?
She said something else. She said she'd never be able to sing like her mother.
I think you should have mentioned that first, dude.
She's not actually a bad singer, right?
No, not at all. She has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, she has such a unique sound. It's really cool.
But she's convinced she's no good?
It's super weird.
For real.
For
Totally
real?
strange.
Totally strange.
What are we gonna do?
Great animation there.
We've gotta submit our song to the contest. But we can't without a singer.
Should we just give up?
No way! We're entering no matter what.
Then we've got to get her to practice. She messaged you yet?
Not yet. Which means she won't pick up if we call.
Are you? What are you?
Your song is on this, right?
Oh, she's getting the music
Yep.
player.
Give it a listen.
Okay.
Oh, Lake Juliet, do 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 do, do 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 do. Okay, sorry.
What'd you think?
Holy shit, I'm in
That's
love.
not bad. Actually, I really like it.
I know, right?
Holy shit, I'm in love.
Rad,
Elizabeth's voice isn't what I expected.
right? She's like a different person when she sings.
If only we could hear
Totally
that.
different. It's unreal. I've never heard a voice like that before.
Oh my god,
There's something about it.
she's like swooning all over it.
Resonates.
Like you feel it in your heart.
Exactly.
Describing a song that doesn't exist or someone singing that doesn't exist.
Bob's Food Hut. Absolutely. The usual?
What is the
You
usual?
got it. Delivery incoming.
A cheeseburger? No,
Hey,
cheeseburger,
kid,
sweet potato
stand up
fries?
for a minute. Watch the diner for me.
Oh fuck, really?
No prob, Bob.
Unreliable bunch, the lot of them.
Thanks.
I've gotta go. Matthew's waiting at my dad's place.
Don't worry. We'll handle the music player situation.
I'm sure you will.
Sorry for dragging you into this. See you later.
You better.
See
You
ya.
better be. Ashley was minding her own business, and then you had to bring her with Elizabeth. Oh shit. Give me a second. I think I missed something. I think I missed like a piece of dialogue.
Huh.
These two sure look alike. Hold on. That guy.
Ah.
Oh man, it's the captain. These two brothers? There we go. Yeah, Bob's not here to like say anything about it, but yeah. I forgot that last episode, apparently. I knew that it was there, when I was looking at the bios, I was like, I didn't see the captain, and I knew there was a dialogue there. The captain of the ferry that took Jessica and me to Blood Edward Island 2 years ago. He's actually a lot nicer than he looks. Never thought I'd see him again, let alone here at Lake Juliet. This picture makes him look like he's good friends with Bob. I wonder how they know each other. Now that I think about it, they look sort of similar. Could these guys be brothers? That reminds me, we found an RC boat in the boathouse. I thought the doll in the back of it looked familiar, but now I'm thinking it must have been modeled after the captain. Wonder what he's up to now. I hope he's doing well. Finding more ghosts to see. See, we can't have him in this game because he'd be able to see the ghost that was at the clock tower. By the way, if you have a good ear, you can tell that Bob and the captain have the same voice. I'm not sure if that's the case in the Japanese. I'm pretty sure that's not, but like, yeah. But yeah. I did mention in the last episode that this game has a bunch of characters that have a bunch of voice actors that have multiple roles across both games. So I don't know if that was in the Uncut commentary, because I haven't edited it yet, but like, yeah, I'll mention it now.
Matthew!
Oh?
Maybe he's upstairs. You know, there's only one bedroom. I can't imagine Ashley wanting to stay here for that long.
Matthew? Not here.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Where did
That's
he
a shame.
go? His dad's briefcase is open.
He just left it here.
What was he looking for in here?
You know, if Dad
This
just
is-
came in and saw all this stuff, would it be
Is
really
this
awkward
Matthew's
for him?
dad?
Wait a minute.
And there next to him.
He's wearing the
John
same
Smith?
suit. What the
Looks like
fuck?
that statue used to be a big draw back in the day. Who's that in front of the clock tower? It's John with that mean old lady from the garden.
That's crazy. So that's what Matthew saw?
Wait, so that means she actually does know him?
I bet Matthew saw this photo and went to check it out.
I'm glad Ashley's picking up on stuff. Got Matthew's dad briefcase. Well, nothing new, but I may as well go. May as well go out. Did I get everything? I'm pretty sure I did. Sorry about this. I'm just gonna make sure. Yep, and the rest of them are in an unknown location. Alright, let's go find Matthew. I think we have a feeling where he is. I mean, to be completely fair,
Matthew.
I've got to find Matthew quick, but I'm not sure where to look.
Uh,
That lady was in the photo too. To be completely honest, I think it's obvious where you'd have to go either way, because just by process of elimination, because going back to the lake is not going to solve anything. We're obviously not going to find anything at Bob's Food Hut, and like maybe he's at JC Valley, but we don't have access to that place yet. So we may as well. So yeah, it leads us here, but like it's not that difficult to figure out if you weren't paying attention to the story, which you should be paying attention
come
to the
to
story.
think of it,
We got yelled at pretty good the last time we were here. But Matthew has to be here. I gotta put on a brave face. And, yeah. Hey, it's Bob.
Ashley.
Bob?
What's up?
Why so surprised? I'm just wrapping up a delivery.
Hey,
Here?
are you brothers with
She'll
the
deign to eat my
captain?
food if I bring it to her.
With the
I just
boat
wish she'd admit the salmon rice burger is delicious.
captain?
What brings you around here?
She doesn't like rice or salmon.
I'm looking for Matthew. I think he's probably at that at that lady's house.
You mean Charlotte? A word of caution if you're paying her a visit. She has a few rules and can get ornery if they aren't followed.
Rules?
Yep. Rule 1, don't say anything to indicate her age.
Yeah, don't be like
Don't
that.
call her miss, no ma'am, just Charlotte.
Okay.
Second, don't bring up her daughter Olivia, sore subject.
Ooh, yeah. Did she leave 5 years ago?
And most important, don't even mention the clock tower.
Alright, let's talk about her daughter. Because
Charlotte
we
has a
can't talk
daughter?
about it to her. To Olivia.
A daughter who
Or
eloped and left
Charlotte.
home.
People.
Wow, she eloped? That sounds like something from TV.
A lot of things are
You
like
said it.
what happened, or like this
Olivia
is
had been
just like
married
TV.
before. It didn't end well.
Ooh.
But she eventually fell in love with someone new. She wanted to get hitched, but her mom put her foot down.
Ooh, yeah.
Charlotte said the man would break her heart like the last one. But that didn't stop Olivia. She just couldn't stay away from him. They wound up eloping and leaving town.
Wow.
They want
Poor
us
Charlotte
to
hasn't
figure
said a word
to
about
talk
her
about
daughter
him
since.
first. Oh well, let's talk about him.
Do you know anything about the guy she ran off with?
Yeah, this photographer who lived by the lake, Gilbert.
But that's his name.
Great guy. Sometimes he and Olivia would stop by the diner.
Yeah, but like Charlotte just
It's a
lives
pity Charlotte
right next
couldn't
to
see
it.
him as anything but bad news.
Must be the guy who lived in the house Matthew was hiding in.
Ashley's picking up on a lot more stuff. Gotta give credit to her. Alright, let's talk about our favorite horror game series.
Why shouldn't I mention the clock tower to Charlotte?
It's a real shame. That tower brings up terrible memories.
Something about 5 years ago.
What terrible memories.
Well,
So,
Charlotte's father had that clock tower built.
oh.
His name was Benjamin. Really knew his way around a clock. Charlotte upheld his legacy by taking good care of the tower. But she had to call it quits 5 years ago. And who could blame her after what happened?
Oh yeah. But after
What
that,
happened 5 years
yeah.
ago?
It was a tragic accident. I don't like to
It's
talk
definitely
about
one of those things that you shouldn't
In
bring
any
up
case,
ever.
Charlotte stopped the clock
It is
and locked
upsetting.
it up.
Yeah.
That old tower hasn't been opened since.
So that's what
Thanks,
happened?
Bob. That's all good to know.
Aw, I'm
Sure
so
thing.
sorry. I liked hearing that clock
Now,
tower ring.
don't forget those rules, okay?
I won't.
I forgot those rules
Good.
already.
Now be
Ashley,
sure you
you're
and your
going
buddy
to have
stop
to
by the
remember them for
diner.
me, dear. Oh wait, you're the one. Yeah. Before we confront Charlotte and Princess, apparently, let's look at the bios. Okay, give me 1 second. Yeah, apparently nothing changed all that much. It's just, okay. Benjamin Graham, Charlotte's father. He was a skilled clockmaker who built the clock tower in Lake Juliet. I imagine construction was a lot harder back then, so building something so colossal must have felt impossible. It's kind of amazing it's still standing today. Bob told me how important the clock tower is to Charlotte, but something tragic happened there 5 years ago, so now it's all locked up and nobody's allowed inside. It's kind of sad that such a great landmark has to go unused. But the bell at the top is really loud. I wonder what it would be like to hear it ring all throughout Lake Juliet. Matthew ran ahead, chasing after John. When I went looking for him, I found myself in a big yard with a well-tended garden. The doors of the house caught my eye. There was an emblem engraved on it. The relief of finding Matthew was short-lived. The old lady that lives there got super mad at us for going onto her property without permission. I explained our situation, hoping that would help, but she gave us this hard stare. She was pretty scary, if I'm being honest. I was worried she might yell at us for more, so Matthew and I got out of there. But the emblem on are still bothering me. I've seen it before, but where? That's Charlotte Graham. Just the name hadn't been updated. Olivia Graham, Charlotte's daughter who left home and eloped. She returned to her family home broken-hearted after her first marriage ended in divorce. But then she met Gilbert, a photographer who had moved to Lake Juliet. The two fell in love. Olivia wanted to marry Gilbert, but her mother was against it. They never reached an understanding, so Olivia and Gilbert eloped and then disappeared. She and Charlotte lost all contact. I always thought people only eloped on TV or in movies. It always seemed so romantic that two people would be so in love that they'd just run off and get married. But I guess the reality is a lot more complicated than that. I wonder if Olivia misses her mom. Charlotte's clearly worried about her. Not that we know because we haven't gotten to talk to Charlotte. Gilbert Moss, a famous photographer. He moved to Lake Juliet from New York 9 years ago, but then just up and left one day. He abandoned his house, didn't even take his stuff with him. The reason why? He eloped. Seriously. I only ever heard of that happening on TV. The idea of dropping everything and running off for love seems so romantic. I couldn't help but get caught up in the drama. But whatever the reason, Gilbert left an empty house, which provided Matthew with a hiding spot for whenever he needed to lay low. There were photos of Matthew's family in the basement of that house, so maybe Gilbert knows something about Matthew's dad. I want to learn more about this photographer. That's another thing. I don't know if we'll ever get to explore that house again.
Oh.
So about like Olivia.
Do you like that pretty girl?
You'll remember that Elizabeth's mom left. Charlotte Graham. And
hello?
Charlotte's daughter left 5 years ago too.
Yes.
I
You again.
want to
What do you
believe
want now?
that Olivia left.
Is this your
Olivia
dog?
was
No,
at
but
some point
she
Olivia
does belong to
was
someone I know.
Elizabeth's mom, but
You lost girl.
the timeline of events
You
wouldn't make
must
sense.
be.
Like she immediately
She's been
eloped with a
wandering around
photographer
the
or
last
something.
few days.
I don't know. This is
I
another
could see she
subplot
was
that's kind of
hungry,
only
so
tangentially
I've been feeding her.
connected to the rest of the story.
Princess? What is it? What are you doing?
Like this dog is
She's
like
telling you to get in the house.
What?
This dog is
Hurry
moving
up
around.
inside.
I know, yeah. Princess is
I'm
connected to
guessing
Matthew.
this one's
some-
with
for
you.
some reason.
Huh?
I guess the dog can sense if you have a good or bad heart. Once again, this song's awesome. The soundtrack is amazing, but I love the like it feels like a
Matthew.
clock tower song.
So this
like
is
a
where
time
you've been.
song. Like a song that
Apologies,
like, resonates
you
with
had
you,
to
like
find
how
him here.
that represents the
All
passage of time.
places.
Fitting
She's
for
right,
a clock.
Ashley. Don't be rude.
Matthew?
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. That's not what I meant at all.
You're
I'd
just
like
making
to
it
also
worse.
imagine.
It was a joke.
A joke?
Do you want something to drink or not?
Look at them. I want that food. I want some cookies.
Charlotte makes great tea.
Sure. I'd love a cup.
Genuinely, I've
Take
never
a
had
seat.
any tea or coffee
I'll be
that
right
isn't the
back.
instant stuff, and I really
Okay.
regret that. I hope I
Thank you.
can like one day like change that, because I
So,
want to get the more
you were
authentic
looking
stuff.
for me?
Yeah, I was.
I was worried about you,
Sorry,
even though I left.
But I found something.
Even though I
Proof sunglasses
I,
guy is
left you
involved.
behind twice.
I saw the photo. Did you come here looking for him?
I already asked Charlotte. She said she doesn't know him.
But yeah, this is the
I told her I was sorry for barging into her garden earlier.
so.
And once
Well,
I
it's on my
apologized,
mind.
she invited me in for tea.
What happened?
Sounds
5
like you've been
years
busy.
ago Was there's a lot of
Here
things that
you go.
happened. It has something to do with Matthew,
Mmm,
and for
this
some
smells
reason, it
great.
has something to do with
It's
with
my
Elizabeth's
own
mom
blend.
leaving. I think I already ended it before, but or said it
Thank
before in
you.
the uncut, but like, yeah, whatever happened with the clock tower
Tastes as
has
good as it
something to do
smells.
with JC Valley, and
Hmm,
especially
right?
with the pollution and stuff like that. Like it's one bad thing after another. Even though like the events aren't actually
I
connected.
like how you've decorated.
Like it feels like one
feels
bad
so
thing
warm
after
and
another
homey.
that caused
I
Lake
like to
Juliet
make
to have
things
a bad
by hand.
reputation.
You made all this?
And I
No
like,
way.
and I guess that's
You must
one
be able to
way
make
to
anything
explain
you
why,
want.
Oh, I've heard
why,
that before. This
I guess that's
one's
one way of
father,
explaining
Michael, visited me
why
years ago.
Elizabeth's mom left.
He said the same thing.
But you leaving your
You
child
knew
for
my dad?
5 years is just insane to me. Let's talk about how Michael visited. But yeah,
Matthew's dad was
don't know.
here?
Of
I
course,
guess like
many
I never
times.
understand. I can never understand.
I knew Michael when he
the
was just
difficulties
a
of-
young boy.
Really?
Of staying.
Can you tell me about him?
Staying in the environment that's caused
Well,
a
let's
lot of
see.
pain for you.
Michael was quite the troublemaker.
I can understand.
I had to shoo him from my garden more often than I cared to,
Like me.
just like you. But he never grew out of it. Always a troublemaker.
Is that
He never
why?
found steady work, so he spent his days lazing about.
I forgot her
I
name.
was worried about him, truth
There's
be
a lot of
told.
moms in this. Yeah, is that
But
why
then he
Matthew's
went
mom
and won
left?
the lottery, of all things.
Yeah, of all
That's when he
things.
started his resort development company.
Well, at least that's something.
To think, young Michael, a CEO.
You just win $1
I
million
was
and
against
like,
it.
I'm gonna
Of
become a
course, I didn't
CEO.
want tourists underfoot. But Michael, well, he was desperate to do it. I don't know why.
It's actually
It
kind of
didn't end
nice.
well.
The
The town
the
blamed him
mapping
for
on this place.
polluting the
Then.
lake.
If you like, at least Bob's Food Hut is just like
His
at the
company
edge
was
of
done for. I
the
felt
cottage
so
area.
bad for his poor kids.
So like you just stay
I'm
there
just
and
fine.
just tell everyone don't go into
No
Olivia's
one
place.
needs to feel bad for me.
But that's always like a secret.
None of it was even Dad's fault.
Area. I don't know. I don't
The
know.
real bad guy did it and blamed my dad.
The real bad guy.
Is that so? You believe in your
Yeah,
father?
yeah. The real bad guy is actually kind of a bad guy.
Could you tell us what you know about the pollution?
The real bad guy being John Fitzgerald.
That would have been about 5 years ago.
Let's talk all about
All
5
the
years ago.
hubbub began when the resort started bringing tourists.
Yeah,
A newspaper claimed the lake was being polluted.
polluted by
Now thinking back,
polluted by the remains.
that was quite strange.
What was?
People loved the idea of the resort at first.
Come to think of it,
The town backed the whole plan.
Crusoe Resort
And then that
JC Valley are
article
right next
came
to
out.
each other.
Crusoe Resort was not named
Think
as the
about
cause of
this.
the pollution.
Crusoe Resort.
All of a sudden, folks changed their minds, got
Thinking about
angry.
it, Crusoe Resort
They
is
blamed your father's company.
That's weird.
like
It
a lot of
is.
things piled up against.
Soon everyone had turned against
Michael.
Crusoe Resort. Suddenly it was protect our lake this and get out that.
Oh yeah, the
Tourists
explanation of
disappeared as
this.
quickly as they had come.
Explanation of this
I've
is
never seen
fucked
anything
up.
like it.
It's
One
really
day,
fucked
folks
up.
supported him. The next day, they were dead set against him. It was eerie. All the while, they acted like they were being downright noble. Phew,
Fucking
they're all
bitches.
newcomers to me. No leg to stand
This is
on.
also news to
Did you ever think
Sayoko.
Michael might
This
be
would also
guilty?
be news to Sayoko.
Not once. We had different opinions about the development, of course. But I know Michael.
He would never pollute a lake on
Someone
purpose.
who would check in on an old lady.
Aw.
That man wouldn't harm the lake for his own ends.
You have a
He
little
was
bit of
never
faith
the
in him.
villain they made him out to be. If you could remember how he looked at you,
You would think it's like
such love.
Wait, we've met? You already knew me from back then?
you,
Of course,
time
I met you when you came here with Michael.
5 years ago.
Really?
But it seems like you may have forgotten.
That's a recurring theme, forgetting things. I have doubts that
You said I came
that
here
it's
too,
related to the another.
but I don't
but,
remember
like,
at all.
Who knows?
You were just a tiny little thing. I'm not
The security
surprised.
cameras
I
are
guess.
another thing. A bit
It
more of a
was right
spoiler
after
here.
my husband
As
died.
if I haven't already
He was a
spoiled a shit ton
clockmaker.
already, but like
He had been tending the clock tower.
one of
but
the,
with him
one
gone,
of the things that
We would have to pay someone to keep it running.
one of the things that
Then Michael Crusoe walks in my door, young son
one of the
in
things
tow.
that
So that's when I was here.
right shit. I
That's right.
completely lost track of what I was
Your
thinking.
father was a kind man. He offered to pay for
Ah,
repairs to the clock tower. It was a very generous offer, but,
You think that
well, my stubbornness got the better of me.
security
I
cameras?
turned him down,
The thing that
Mike
caused
said he
everyone to lose
understood,
the memories,
but he
to
seemed
lose their
disappointed.
memories, or like everyone to just
left,
like swap them.
but not before having a slice of my
to
raspberry
automatically think
cake.
that Michael Crusoe was the
Did
fault
I have cake too?
that might
You
have
bet you did.
might
You
have
were all
gone-
smiles.
been affected by Matthew.
Raspberry cake.
So the spoiler is the another is implanted in the security
I remember
cameras.
something. I had that cake. Dad was there.
Another thing
We left and
to-
got in the car.
'cause if I remember, like
He stopped
in
somewhere.
the first
He
game,
said he had work
Math-
and told me to
or
wait.
Ashley, it
And-
said that
and he
Ashley's
gave me a
memories
toy
were
car to
wiped,
play
but
with.
she had memories and she learned.
You remember
everything.
all of that?
Yeah,
I forgot
I
that
remember
this,
coming
about
here
this
with my
song.
dad. And after that, that's all I can remember.
I'm sorry for bringing up those memories. You don't have to keep going.
No, I need to remember. not being able to remember is why I haven't found my dad yet.
Yeah.
At least, that's the feeling I get.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Opening up your wounds.
When was the last time
even
you
the ones
saw
you don't
Matthew's
realize
dad?
you have. In order to
Well,
find
it's
out the
been
truth.
quite a while now.
It's
I
painful,
saw him in town during all that unpleasantness.
which is really nice that Ashley's
He'd
here.
stopped visiting by then. I haven't seen him since all that trouble.
This definitely has that
He
same.
went missing after that. We're
same,
looking for him.
Is that so?
It does have that adventure game
Yeah,
feeling.
I'm
Ashley's
gonna
just the
find him and
protagonist,
prove he's
she's, like,
innocent.
solving everyone's problems.
Ashley's helping me look.
Even those that aren't.
That is
related to
quite
her.
the pickle.
Now, I
Definitely
want to
a
go to
sort
the
of
clock
video
tower to
gamey
find
kind
him.
of like storytelling.
What did
device.
you say?
Oh no, you're not supposed to bring up the clock tower.
Huh?
He didn't talk to Bob about
Crap.
that.
Why do you want to go to the clock tower? Michael isn't there.
His corpse isn't in there.
Me.
There's something about the
Unless
clock
you
tower.
locked him up in there.
I feel like I've forgotten something important.
Now, this is what you get.
Maybe if I
for-
remember, I'll be
for
able to find my
polluting
dad.
the lake, Michael
Do
Crusoe.
you really believe that?
Yeah. I'm a little scared, but I want to know the truth.
Charlotte, please. Let us take a look.
It's like Ashley is
talked
being
about it.
the D for Matthew.
Facing the truth can be hard, but it's always for the best.
You're pretty determined, huh? Fine. You can look inside the clock tower. However, you're going to need 3 keys.
There are 3 keys?
Indeed, there are. Each key represents a part of our family crest. A sword, a moon, and a flower.
By
They've
the
been
power of
passed down
swords,
in my
moons,
family
and
for
flowers.
generations.
I don't know what that
Members of the
means.
Graham family carried each one separately.
So there,
My
you have
father
like 2
Benjamin,
brothers. Oh.
my husband Robin, and my daughter Olivia. My husband passed away and Olivia left home. Robin used to store things in the tool shed, but I'm not sure where Olivia may have put hers.
Ooh.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't really know where the keys have gotten off to.
I mean,
So,
Benjamin.
if we find the 3 keys,
I mean,
Then you may
Benjamin
do as you wish.
is gone. So like, look at these troublesome kids. Well, let's snoop around. Sofa looks old enough to be an antique, but it looks very well maintained. I wonder if any item will last forever as long as you take good care of it. If only, Ashley. Tea and cookies were so delicious.
nuh-uh.
I probably shouldn't check out other rooms without asking Charlotte first. These family photos? From a long time ago. Wonder if this person with the beard and glasses is one of Charlotte's ancestors.
Nuh-uh.
Something tells me Charlotte wouldn't be too happy if I wander around without permission. Let's see, Scarlet Labyrinth by David Shields.
Huh?
This book's pretty old, but I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. David Shields' work has gotten around. Nice tie. I hope in his. I hope that Thomas is looking fondly at us, knowing that his work is actually being brought to the right people. Just needed to find its audience.
Huh.
Fireplace is old, but it looks like it's being well taken care of. Looks neat and tidy inside and out. Tableware. The tableware feels so stylish and refined. The kind of life where you get to regularly enjoy the finer things seems really nice. The kitchen is so well organized. Just what I'd expect of Charlotte. Dad and Jessica could learn a thing or two. Even Jessica?
Ah,
Robin used to store things in the tool shed, but I'm really not sure where Olivia's key might be. Is this a photo album? It's like a record of Charlotte's memories. I wonder if it has old pictures of Lake Juliet. Not that we're gonna look. And let's enjoy the music while we look at the new bio. Robin Graham, Charlotte's late husband. He was a clockmaster in charge of maintaining the clock tower in Lake Juliet. No one's allowed in there these days. He held one of the the 3 keys needed to get in, and according to Charlotte, he used to store things in the shed. And that's a good hint. Let's check it out. I see. Yeah, family drama is a very much a recurring element in this game.
Ah.
Whoa, is this a rotary phone? I don't think I've ever seen one in real life. I wonder if it still works.
Huh.
This clock's so nice. Whoever made it must have been a total pro. Benjamin? Benjamin made that clock? Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah. So this upcoming puzzle is going to be pretty difficult. I had a lot of trouble with.
Man, 3 keys for 1 clock tower?
Man, no, there's one way to keep it secure.
And her daughters.
Where could they be?
Well, she said her husband kept things in the tool shed.
Tool shed.
Let's check there first.
These next few puzzles, I think, are pretty... I had trouble with them, let's just say that. Pretty dusty in here. Hopefully we can find the key under all this dust. Get your N95s right now. This barrel's empty. Wonder what it was used for.
Huh?
What are these plates doing here? They're covered in dust. Wonder how long they've been here. Doesn't look like the clock's working. Must be broken. I would not know how to figure out how to fix a grandfather clock. In my childhood home, we had a grandfather clock that was like that we just didn't fix ever, so it just like was stuck in one place for the longest time. Nothing looks all that out of the ordinary. I'd imagine like my parents just didn't know how to fix it themselves and were tired of looking for a person who knew how to fix it, or hiring someone. The area around the desk is littered with clocks.
Amazing.
Cool, a miniature version of the clock tower.
Huh?
There's a door at the bottom.
Maybe.
This mark looks like a sword. Maybe there's something inside. Won't open. How can I get in there? Yeah. The letter E is above the dial. Hey, shout out to all my trans girls. Looks like it says 425. Looks like it says 352. Looks like it says 1156. Looks like it says 721. I'm just gonna tell you up front, those are red herrings. I don't know what purpose they serve. The actual clocks you're supposed to be looking at are the year. This clock's strange. It has 3 dials. Let's see, the left one is set to 6:05, the middle one is 3:20, and the right one is 8:15. I need to write those down. It's set to 5:54. Also, I think these are red herrings. table clock has a handle. Its time is set to 1:30. See, S plus N equals E.
Huh?
Add S and N to get E? You can get... Wait, that's... Right, okay. Someone make a joke.
What's this?
Like, addition? That's a basic arithmetic. And yes, obviously the west R is W. The right one is west, so you just need to like open this drawer. What kind of hint system is this? Robert, is it? Yeah, what the fuck is this? Anyway, let's get back into the clocks. I genuinely don't know what the hell the other clocks are. Once again, it's flavor text. Just like in Gilbert's house, but also like, what the fuck?
Huh?
Huh, this part's a lid. So this part opens up. Hands look like they can be moved. Okay, move hand right. So yeah, E. If you can understand, I'll probably put up text showing how to actually solve it. But yeah. So since this is E, it's S plus N, which is like the left one and the middle one. So that's 925. What should I do? Right. Is middle. I should move the clock hands. Let the voice of love take you higher.
Huh?
Huh? I heard something when I set the clock to this time.
Maybe.
Maybe there's something more to this clock. So did I get the wrong time on this one? 9:20. I should move the clock hands. Oh, I got it wrong. That's 35.
Yeah.
Makes a sound with the clock set to the right time. I should set the time on the other two clocks. I should move the clock hands, as usual. Okay, so 6:05. Just like...
All right.
Just one more. Alright. West is 8:15. I should move the clock hands. Okay, all four clocks have been set.
You did it!
The key was in there after all. Got the sword key. New keyblade design. Sora, we come check this shit out.
All right, we got a key.
Wow, great job.
Oh, thanks. Let's tell Charlotte.
This is definitely one of those puzzles that is more akin to the... Yeah, that puzzle was definitely more akin to the puzzles in Two Memories. I'd like to think that helps with theming. Like, we're actually like, this is Matthew's story, and he's the same age as Ashley was in Two Memories, so... Yeah. The tools around here sure are clean. They must not be used all that often. So, yeah, we're solving Matthew's issues. So, like, Matthew's problems are solved with more puzzle solving elements. don't like Matthew's footstep sounds. What's up?
Hey, Charlotte.
Find the keys yet?
We found the sword key. And thanks for telling us where to look.
I didn't tell you anything. You found it all on your own.
Well, you told us to look at the tool shed.
Let's look for Olivia's
smart.
key next.
We're smart.
Do you have any clues for where it might be?
Now that you mention it, Olivia left something strange in the greenhouse.
Strange?
A wooden box with an image of a flower on it. There's
Wow.
something funny about it, but I never figured out what.
You never guessed?
Come on, Ashley. Let's go check it out.
You didn't think
Right.
that, or did you just not want to? Because we're to find that out ourselves. It's a nice place. Like I said, like I'm way too technology reliant nowadays, but as a kid, I would have loved this type of place. At least this is like a summer place. Empty plant pots. I wonder what's gonna be planted next. I think, well, the place is well maintained. But like, guess she just never goes into the greenhouse?
It's so hot.
What was Olivia doing here before she left?
Let's take a look around.
Right. The box should be somewhere in here.
Alright, well, let's snoop around her stuff. Nothing that looks like a box around here. There are pictures of vegetables in the bag. The soil must be for vegetables. So growing different things requires different types of soil. There's a lot that goes into gardening, huh? Got the hexagonal plant pot, and okay, let me count the sides. 12 gone, dodecagon. Is that what it's called? Where's the box that Olivia left behind? Let's look around here. I mean, it's obviously here, but like, let's look at all the other stuff. So many flower pots. This must take a lot of work, a ton of work. I have a feeling that Olivia, or Charlotte, is lying about not knowing where Olivia kept her stuff because she still has a strained relationship with her daughter. Because, like, there's no way in hell these flowers aren't being kept, while also she doesn't know about this box. Are these pots for transplanting flowers? This was used for the plants. The bucket's empty. Okay.
Oh.
There's a box under the table. Toward the back.
Oh, hey.
Can you reach it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Hey.
There's a rose carved into the lid. I can never draw roses. Like I look at rose reference pics and even saw some tutorials. It just flies right behind my head, which is kind of a shame because I want to draw more flowers. It's just like Charlotte said. This has to be Olivia's, right?
All right.
Yeah, let's get it open.
Uh,
Oh, there's a little maze. Let's try and open it up. This one's a doozy. Ever play that one minigame at the fishing hut in Twilight Princess? I don't know why that's the one I'm thinking of, but yeah. Rolling spheres. Tilt the box to roll the ball toward the hole with the rose carved into it. You'll have to start over the ball falls into one of the other holes. Press X to reset the position of the box. Yep. This isn't too hard, but also, like, if you don't like motion controls, yeah. Oh, go. Especially since gyro. Nothing against gyro, because I love using gyro for, like, Splatoon, but, like, it needs to be reset, like, 100 times. Oh no! Fuck! It fell into a hole. Must have been the wrong one. Clear this.
Huh?
It's a rose mark. Is that the goal? Now I have to do all that maneuvering again. Yeah, you see this? It's the actual Switch icon. I'm using a Pro Controller. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I don't remember how many times Claire needed to, like... I don't know how many times Claire needed to, do this. I don't remember off the top of my head. No, don't you dare! Ugh, failure. Olivia, why? Olivia, please, why? Why did you make it so difficult? I got this first try on my first playthrough. God damn it. It has something to do with the fact that the gyro needs to constantly be reset, because in Splatoon that's definitely the case. But like, yeah, there's no reset button on this. Not the reset the ball, but like reset the gyro on it, which is kind of a necessity for gyro as much as I love gyro. There we go, and boom. Not bad.
Dear Mom?
A letter?
Yeah, left by Olivia.
I've been
I bet Charlotte's
doing a
never
lot
read
of
it.
that before. I didn't get
We should deliver it.
either, but like...
But what about the key?
Charlotte's been in the dark for so long. We should do this now.
We'll look for the key right after?
Of course.
Ashley's so mature. Olivia's letter. I'm not combining it. I have a feeling that I know why. I know why Olivia. I have a feeling I know why Olivia kept this secret.
Charlotte.
Because
Find the key?
Not yet.
Charlotte kept this
But
key away.
we did find this.
Kept the key because Olivia just
What
left
is it?
behind.
A letter left by Olivia. It was in the greenhouse.
In bad terms, and all of a sudden
Olivia.
Olivia's back in. And she doesn't. If she can
I wonder what she
keep
wrote.
the letter away from her, she can keep Olivia away from her thoughts and keep the pain away. But the contents of this letter are going to change things for her. Sorry if I didn't explain it all that well. The game will show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Are you sure it's okay for me to read it? Dear Mom, I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. I felt like
if I had told you, you never would have approved of me leaving home, or of my relationship with Gilbert. None of this was his idea, so please don't blame him. It was all me. In fact, he tried talking me out of it, right up until I left. You were worried I'd get my heart broken again. But I'm fine. I know I can find happiness with Gilbert. It's why I decided to leave with him. But there's another reason I couldn't tell you. I'm pregnant. What matters to me most was to give this child a chance to live in a happy home. And for that, I needed a fresh start with Gilbert. I know that as a mother, you understand how important that is. There's nothing more important than your child's happiness. So please understand, my leaving is not Gilbert's fault, and it's not yours. The only one to blame is me. If you can find it in your heart to forgive me, then I would love for you to meet your grandchild. A child should know the love of their grandmother. I wish you good health and a long life. With love, Olivia.
Olivia had a baby?
The way I transitioned.
Congratulations, Charlotte! You're a grandma!
Olivia's voice.
So it would seem.
I'd like to think she knew.
Olivia, if only you'd spoken a word of this to me.
She knew. That Lara is old.
I might have become even more obstinate.
It's been 5 years. That's. I don't know how I would feel.
It's Olivia's flower key. It was inside the letter.
No,
Take it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If that
Thank you for bringing me Olivia's
someone
letter.
leaves me for 5 years.
Of course. Thank you, Charlotte.
But yeah, it's crazy to think of how much this game emphasizes motherhood.
There's only one more.
Right. We've got this.
Yeah.
No need to keep searching.
Huh?
Here.
Of course she has
The
it.
moon key? You had it the whole time?
Moons reaching
Well, hurry up and
stars.
take it before I change my mind.
So yeah.
We won't lose it.
Got the moon key.
Thanks again, Charlotte.
Ashley, when you gave me Olivia's letter, I learned her true feelings for the first time. Thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
Never knowing the truth is a far worse fate. I never thought I'd learn that from a child.
Yeah.
Olivia was heartbroken after her first marriage ended. She shut down. She wouldn't open up to anyone. Not even me. But she came back home to this beautiful place. Lake Juliet mended her heart one piece at a time. Then, as soon as she seemed whole again, that man arrived. At first, Olivia ignored him. He tried to win her affection, but she wouldn't budge.
There's a
She no longer
legend
believed that
about Lake
someone could
Juliet
love her.
that we see later in the game.
But he didn't give up.
And
And
I think
before I
that
knew it, she
I think
was
the idea
in love.
of
Why were you
this
against
place
them
being
getting
a healing
married?
place ties back into that.
That man came from the city like he was blown by the wind. If he moved here on a whim, was his love also
It's
a whim?
nice to know that Ashley's
I had seen Olivia tortured by a broken heart.
doing
I
her
was
part
set
to
on
heal
protecting
this-
her from
heal this
idle
place.
desires of a fickle
I like to think-
man. The whole time,
I like to
it
think
seems
that
I never
it's,
understood.
Another part
Now,
of the theming of
I
ghosts
just
in this game.
truly hope that she's happy.
You should tell her that yourself.
At this point? No, it's too late.
Why? You could just give her a call.
Well, but
Honestly,
that would
be
I
difficult.
just don't get
even
why you
for
would
me.
hesitate at your age.
I mean, I'm not her age, but also. Ooh.
Ah.
Oops.
You're fine. I know that you just see me as an old lady. But age doesn't make it easier to admit you were wrong.
Yeah.
That sounds rough.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's something you learn as an adult, but also
I
it's
have a
something you have to
favor to ask
unlearn
you to.
as you
What
grow.
is it?
I want you to get the clock tower running. I'd like to hear the bells chime again.
That's
We'll give it a shot.
the symbolism of that, of making things go,
Well,
fixing everything that went
You
wrong
have your
5 years ago.
keys, so off you go. The moon key will get you into the clock tower. Got it?
We'll be back. Let's go, Matthew.
Do we just like combine the keys?
Right
like,
behind you.
In the previous game where we combined the two clover keys? The two sprout keys.
Do you really think we can get the clock tower working again?
Maybe.
It's been years since I heard that bell. Oh, Olivia. I remember how much you loved to hear it ring.
Yeah. Well, let's get to that clock tower then. Nothing else interesting here, I guess. Besides this bluebird. Alright, bluebird. I think this might be the last time we see each other. Take care. Don't get into any trouble with Charlotte, okay? This item can be combined. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. Alright, let's go. Hopefully hopefully when the clock tower rings, something good will happen. Alright. But yeah. That was some heavy stuff, wasn't it? I couldn't imagine the pain of having to go through all of that. There was a lot happening, and a lot happened 5 years ago, and we're about to solve all of it. And the clock tower doesn't have any music. Guess this is the final boss area. Well, not necessarily.
How about this?
Charlotte said the moon key will open it, right? You gonna be okay, Matthew?
Got it.
Hold my hand. Just stay close to me, okay?
What's wrong, Matthew?
It's just that...
Is it scary?
It is a clock tower. There could be a scissor man in
Magic
there.
words. Even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end, it's always for the best.
You've said that before.
You stole that from a ghost.
I have. It's something a friend taught me.
To think that one of her closest
When
friends
I was trying to figure out what happened to my
was a
mom,
ghost.
those words gave me the strength to learn the truth.
You think they'll help me?
I know it.
Even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end, it's always for the best.
Got that?
Dee, look out for him.
Who the hell is D? Nothing. Let's not talk about it. D? Who's this D? E dear? Is he your friend? I want to know more about this D. Yeah, Ashley. Oh. That was a bit heavy, that last section. This chapter was pretty heavy in general, and it's about to get heavier. But as Ashley said, even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end, it's always for the best. So, we'll face those truths next time. And thank you so much for watching. Whether it's just as it's uploaded or however long in the future, months or years, know that you're supporting me. So, catch you guys later.